Hi everyone, Darren Hunter here. This script today is one that a lot of agencies struggle with, and it's but my Sydney property manager only charges X. Now, of course, anyone that's not in Sydney in property management will relate to what I'm saying, particularly our friends in Perth. They get this thing all of the time. And firstly, understand that when you get but my Sydney agent only charges X, or but the other agent is cheaper, or if you can max your management fee with the other agent or whatever, they're simply gone into negotiation mode. They're going to throw something at you, and because they're not living locally, they can't go and use the well-worn but the other agent is cheaper, because they just don't know that. They've got to come up with something else to fire at you, and so their chosen one coming from interstate is, hey, but my local agents are cheaper than you. And let's not be dismayed by these things. We can easily pull it apart, but understand it's simply a negotiation ploy. You've simply got to be able to reasonably negotiate better and be more confident to win their trust and win them over. So I'm just teaching today out of the PM Fee Script Secrets book. We've got over 50 fee objections covered in here. Now, look, the book is free. We've paid for the printing. All you've got to do is pay for the shipping. So to get your copy, go to igtcentral.com or stopdiscountingfees.com directly to get the book. And all you got to do again is pay for shipping. So we're going to turn to, for these scripts here, turn to page 79, which is script number 11, secret 27, fee percentage versus dollar cost. We actually have several different types of scripts that you can pick and choose from here. But look, long as you understand the concept of what we're talking about here, it's really simple. But remember, they've got to use some negotiation line. All right, they've just chosen that one because they can't choose the well-worn one, but the other agent is cheaper because they're not living local. They've chosen that one instead. Okay, so Mr. Smith, regretfully, some agents in city locations like Sydney have a factory management model, and where they have reduced, discounted, or even eliminated some service fees. Oh my goodness me. So for example, if you knew the fees that go on in Sydney, oh my goodness me, we've secret shopped 210 agencies right across Sydney. I know the factory mentality that goes on there, and there's heavy discounting going on, particularly the more that you go west in Sydney, the cheaper things get, the more dog eat dog goes on, the more that they're unable to service, the more that they're unable to pay quality property managers. It just gets worse and worse and worse. And this is what that owner is referencing, but not talking about the bad stuff. They're just referring to the fee. All right. So this means that they need to take on so many more properties per property manager to make a profit, placing undue pressure and overloading on staff. And apart from the high property manager turnover that this causes, you might want to be wary of fees that look cheap on the surface. What you often don't get to see until it's too late is that their service levels have been slashed too. Just like fast food outlets may charge a lot less for their low quality meals, but you get what you pay for, and likely wouldn't want to eat there regularly, as you'd end up with all sorts of health issues. Isn't that the truth? All right, you wouldn't want to eat there regularly. Okay, would this agent or this owner want to have their property placed with this agency for a number of years? That's what we're warning them about. Okay, alternatively, use this script on page 81. Mr. Smith, in most cases, though the management fee percentage you're being charged in Sydney may be lower than ours, but may I ask, what rent amount is this based on? We commonly find the management percentage is lower, but the actual management fee dollar amount you're paying is higher, the end dollar charge, because the rents are so much higher than here. And that's the case too. Sydney has some of the highest rents in the country. Alrighty, so the rents are high, the percentages might be a bit lower, the rents are higher, but the owner may still be paying more dollar-wise with their monthly management fees than you with a higher management fee but with lower rents. We got to look at the final dollar amounts. Or here's another script, another spin. Mr. Smith, their fees are based on their marketplace at their location, taking into account the competitors they have down the road. These factors plus the rents in the area all set the fee levels, and all of those factors are different here. They cannot effectively manage your property here because they are not in this marketplace or able to offer the same quality service. So it's pointless to compare. I mean, your Sydney property manager is not going to be flying here to Perth or wherever to be doing routine inspections. So hence, we can't match their fee. It's a different circumstance. And here is the truth too. So for example, in Perth, where property managers get this all the time, because again, that's the best script that owners can come up with for negotiation to throw at you, all right? It is in Perth, Western Australia, your legislation is so much tougher. There's so much more work involved to do your job, particularly those property condition reports or ingoing inspections. There's so much more work involved. Stand by your worth, okay? Remember, they're coming in with the attitude, they're just trying to get a cheaper price. They really don't care about the Sydney agents or whatever. They're just trying to get a better price. That's the best objection they can come up with. It's all about you having a confident response to be able to get it over the line. All right. Again, get the PM Fee Script secrets. Take care.